Maybe perhaps you can finally get the women that you want and the house that you want, the car that you want, success that you want. But it all starts with your mind. But everybody wants to get rich without trying to get rich in the mind first. It's so easy to win, but it seems like everybody wants to fuck about instead of upgrading their character. Life as a man, you can absolutely upgrade your character, but it seems like everybody's kerfuffled to a fucking algorithm. It seems like nobody wants to win but me anymore. This is why I keep advocating for men to start to become stronger, start to become better than ever before, but it seems like nobody fucking wants to. They'd rather upgrade their character on a video game and smoke weed all day. And I truly think that you're going to get the exact life that you want to get. The exact life and the exact path that you're headed for, that's exactly what you're going to get. And don't look around with your hands up wondering, oh, where did it all go wrong? You know exactly where it's going wrong. Why didn't you try? As we all gather around, we will sit around the campfire and I will ask and I will point at each one of you, what did you do to which are 10,000 hours that is equal to or comparable to mine? I know how I'm spending my 10,000 hours. What are you doing? TikTok, Instagram Reels, smoking weed, playing video. What are you doing with your 10,000 hours? Everybody knows what to do, but it seems like everybody want to fuck about. Why? You need to question yourself. Why do you want to be a kerfuffle to a fucking algorithm? Your minds are broken. You need to fix your mind. Your mind is in a trap, in the system, the matrix. And everybody wants to talk about being rich and getting rich. But some of you fuckers are not getting rich. Sorry to break it to you. You're distracted. Most of you are working 9-to-5 jobs. You hate your life. You're semi-distracted. You're semi-depressed. What do you do when you go home and you get off work? You come home and you watch TV, you smoke weed, you play video games. How in the fuck are you going to get rich that way? What are you doing? What are you thinking? I always knew everything was a fucking sham. Since I was a little kid, I grew up around drug dealers. I grew up around gangsters. I grew up around killers. I grew up around hitmen. I grew up around pimps. This was my childhood. But I always recognized that you have to break the system to a certain degree to even see money. Like, we'll be in the hood. I was born in the hood, born and raised in the hood. And, you know, we certainly didn't have that much money, but I will see like my cousins from a distant relative pull up, or like the drug dealers or gangsters would pull up in these fancy cars. And I would always sit and think, how? I was a little kid. I don't even know. But I knew and understood that my teachers that I'm learning from in school wasn't having that. They wasn't pulling up in a nice car. They wasn't pulling up. So I'm thinking, how? So I always knew from a kid that in order to win, you need to break and bend the system a little bit. Or you need to be like a master, right? A master of patterns, like a grandmaster in a game of chess. This is something my grandfather taught me. I always talk about him because I'm his grandson. He's Clutch Nolly. I'm Clutch Preme. And he was telling me how in the systems of even a video game, he was telling me how the people who are playing the game, they're both operating within the same system. They're both operating within the same system of the game, the same rules, but yet somehow some manage to bend the rules and bend it to their favor. So he taught me this at an early age, and I start to look around and say, you know what? That's absolutely true. The drug dealers and all these gangsters and all these people managed to bend the rules, but they were making the amount of money. They knew they couldn't make that amount of money working at no fucking 9-to-5. They knew that. They knew that wasn't going to happen. So it's like all of these people understood fundamentally that they were not going to get rich working a 9-to-5. And this is not even exactly about getting rich. This is about making money in a way that's free. Most of you are fucking slaves. You're slaves, and you go to a job that you hate. If this was your last day on earth, would you still work that job, or would you do something? If this was your last day on earth, and God sat you down and said, this is your last day, what will you do with it? Would you continue to work that job and come home and be distracted? Or would you come home and work on something to benefit towards your future? I want you to join the free Telegram. I'm thinking about genuinely coming up with something for you slaves to go through and free yourselves. Do anybody wants to get free? Everybody's talking about going to get rich, but you don't want to listen to anyone. I'm telling you exactly. You need to bend the system. You need to bend the rules if you want to get rich. Most of you won't get rich. It's the truth. If you could sit down and take your actions per day and you can map out the future and see, most of you fuckers will never get rich. You're wasting time with that bitch, chasing that bitch and chasing that distraction. And she's showing you that she doesn't even want you, yet you still text her and chase her. What in the fuck are you doing? Your time. You're at the height of your powers. You're at the height of your capabilities. What are you doing? Going out to party? Going to the club? Watching Instagram? Watching TikTok? What are you doing? You know what to do. Why aren't you doing it? Do you even want it? Or you just keep telling yourself you want it? Do you even want it? Most of you fuckers know what to do. Some of you are lazy. Some of you loathe your own weakness. Some of you allow your own selves to roll around in mud like a pig. The puddles of vigilance await you. But it seems like none of you want to even walk up the stairway to the path of success. Some of you rather stay where you at, and that's perfectly fine with me. At least I know I died trying, and that's the difference. That's the difference. And I know I talk about my grandfather a lot because, I mean, he the one who really coached me when I was a kid. Well, not only that, but it was me. It was my grandfather Clutch Nolly. My father, Craig G. As I said, Clutch Nolly, he was a professional hitman. He was a hitman. He was a gangster as well. He basically ran the hood. And everywhere I go, it was Nolly. Oh, that is Nolly. This Clutch Nolly grandson. So he always had this aura or this semblance behind his name. And even my father too. My father was Craig G. Craig G, he was a gangster, G. So I can talk about these things now because they done their time. You know, my grandfather passed away, I think, in like 2015. But, I mean, they done their time, so I could talk about these things now. But all of my mindset and my power was taught to me by them. I grew up in this household with strong men. Maybe we didn't have that much money. We didn't have money. We certainly when my grandfather died, he didn't leave me a single penny. He didn't leave anyone a penny, but he left me with a strong mind, and as well as my father. And I'm going to talk about them to eternity. And my father taught me some things as well when I was a kid. This is how I even got here. My father and my mother made sure that I was around strong men. My mother made sure as I was growing up, you know, after they split, of course, everybody goes down I like to think the masculine experience is all similar. You know, the parents split up and you're in a single mother household, you know, or your father went to prison and this and that. So when I think about these things, I think the masculine experience is all kind of similar. So I went through this experience, but I was always surrounded with strong men. She made sure I was around strong men. I grew up, as I said, around pimps. My great uncle was a pimp and a veteran. Like, what the fuck? I grew up in a household of strong men and they all developed me, right? So that's why I'm so fantastic with women. I know everything about women. I mean, I seen it. I got to experience this stuff when I was younger, right? And every man needs to be toughened up by stronger men. So if you're a man and you truly didn't grow up in a household to tell you or show you how to be a strong man, this is why it's important listening to people like me. I'm telling you what to do. You need to train. You need to get stronger. You need to build your mind. You need to work on your mind. You need to find an occupation which is enabled for you to reach your capacity. If you don't want to work a 9 to 5, you don't have to. You can be anything you want as a man. But if you want to work a 9 to 5, that's up to you, right? We need some people to hand us the food out the McDonald's drive-thru, and I'm grateful. But a lot of you, if you want to be, let's say, a doctor, then yes, go to college and be a doctor. But here's my advice to people who don't know what the fuck to do. If you don't know what to do not go to college. That is a waste of your years. I remember going to college and I was so excited at first. I'm like, man, I'm finna learn some. I'm talking about finna. I'm saying, man, I'm about to go to college. I'm about to learn all of this and that. I'm excited. I'm really excited. And then I spill my coffee, but who cares? I actually sit here as I get my, always keep a roll. You should always keep a roll of toilet paper in your room. The reason I say this is because my nose be running sometimes. And you just get up and you just blow your nose. It's simple. You don't have to walk all the way to the bathroom and none of that. But the reason I'm saying, I went to college and then I was so excited. Few classes, signing up for the classes. And then I get to the classes and I'm sitting down learning about polar bears. I say, what in the fuck am I doing here learning about polar bears when I'm coming to college I'm thinking I'm about to find some way to get rich and get out of the system. And the thing is, people only truly go to college because other people tell them to. Now, I'm not advocating for some of you to sit around and smoke weed all day and jack off and play video games and sit in your mother's basement. I'm not telling you to do that. Most of you, that's what you're doing. Most of you, you get mad at the people around you telling you to go to college or telling you to do certain things or go get a job and this and that. You listen to them, right? But you listen to them because that's what they told you to do. Have you ever sat down and said, truly, what do I want to do in my life? What is it that I want to do? And once you find that out, everything else becomes easier. Now you have a target. You have a target. Your purpose is the target. Your attention is the barrel. Your actions is the bullets to pierce the target. You need to identify what it is that you want to do. So as I said, I went to college. I looked around. I said, what in the fuck is this? I'm learning about polar bears. I don't want to learn about this shit. I don't want to learn about this. So I come home. What did you learn today? Oh, I learned about polar bears in Antarctica, which I would never see. I would never see a polar bear in my day in my life. I wouldn't, unless I went to Antarctica. But why do I need to know this? I'm trying to make money. That took me 4 years. So I went to the counseling office and this and that. They were trying to help me figure out my thing, because you genuinely only go because it's what you are told. Listening to all that shit is outdated, right? But as I said, I'm not advocating for some of you to sit around and do fuck all. I'm not advocating for that, because some of you would genuinely, you would use that as an excuse and tell your parents or the people around you, oh, I'm not going to college, I'm not going to a job. Well, you need to be telling them what the fuck you're going to do. You need to be telling them what you're going to do. Are you going to start a business? Are you going to dedicate yourself? Are you going to actually show up and try? Or are you going to keep fuffling around, scrolling TikTok or scrolling all these different algorithms looking for a way out when you know what to do? I'm telling you what to do. You know the way out. You know the pathway out. Join the free Telegram. Preme Operations is the only place in existence where I tell you exactly how to make money. I tell you exactly how to free your mind. I'm the only place. It seems like Preme Operations, t.me/Preme Operations is the only way where I tell you how to make money for free. It seems like some of you fuckers don't want to even join. And I'm telling you, I've managed to escape the 9-to-5 slave job trap. And because I knew it was a trap, because everybody that was telling me to do it, I'm looking at their lives. I'm like, what in the fuck? You know, I'm not telling you to be disrespectful. I'm not telling you to go and disrespect these people, nor did I disrespect them. But I looked at them. I looked inside my mind. I said, what is it that I want to do? Right. And I went through just a series of things of what to do. But here's the thing. Most of you will tell your people this, but then you will sit around and do fuck all. You sit around and lay all day and lay in distractions. So you mean to tell me you don't want to go to work, you don't want to work, or you don't want to start a business, or you don't want to go to college? So what are you telling these people? What are you doing then? Do you understand? There has to be a certain level of you telling them what you want to do. Sit down with them and say, you know what? I decided I don't want to go to college, or I don't want to go get a job. But then you have to provide some value. Some of you fuckers, your families do not like you. because you're unlikable. Some of you are genuinely unlikable. Your family doesn't like you. The people around you doesn't like you. It's because you're insufferable. Some of you are insufferable. Some of you lash out over emotions, getting mad at your parents, always giving them a hard time. The people that's taking care of you, you're giving them a hard time. What the fuck are you doing? These people are helping you out and taking care of you, and you're giving them a hard time? No wonder they yell at you. The kitchen's not even clean. The trash not even took out. The house is not even clean. No wonder they hate you. What the fuck? I want you to imagine this. Let's say you had a house and you had 2 kids. You watching. Imagine a house, you had 2 kids. One kid disobeyed everything you said, even when you told him to clean up. He left the house all messy. Everything was fucking garbage. And the other one did exactly what you told him to do. He was always smiling. He was always happy. And the house was always clean. When you tell him to clean up, he get up and clean up. Which kid would you like most? Well, some of you fuckers are the kid that doesn't listen to anything. Doesn't even listen to his own mother. I'm not telling you to listen to the things that are a detriment. But if they tell you to clean the house up, take out the trash, that's the little few shit that you can do. Clean up the damn bathroom. Some of you fuckers are literally losers, and you wonder why your life is just passing by, why nobody likes you. You have to control your emotions to a certain extent. You wonder why women doesn't even like you. I know some men right now who smoke weed all day long and jack off all day long and play video games. And that's all they do. That's their whole life. And he's skinny. He doesn't train. He's skinny fat. And he has like pudgy little breasts. He's loud. He thinks he knows more than what he knows. And he come to me, ask me a question. Well, why did she leave me? Or why don't the women like me? And this and that. I'm just thinking like, bro, look at your average day and look, if you take off your shirt and go look in the mirror, would you like yourself? I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, if some of you are so delusional that you want a woman to dedicate her life and her whole entire life for somebody with a pudgy chest who couldn't protect her if some things happen, make it make sense. If you were a woman and saw your average daily life, would you want you? And some of you live in delusion talking about yes. And some of you are on Pornhub commenting in the comments all of this garbage. Oh, I'm sad. I'm depressed. Oh, I'm lonely. This and that. No wonder why. Become likable then. Become likable. If you smile, if you shake hands, if you talk to people in your environment, and you genuinely try to become better. If you start to read, if you start to train, if you start to work out, you start to meditate, you start to train your mind, you try and fight jacking off, you stop all of that garbage, I can guarantee you can start to level up as a man and everybody starts to like you. No matter where I go, Preme is likable. If I go to church, oh, that's Jalen, that's Preme. Oh. When I go to the hood, Preme. It doesn't matter what city I'm in. Preme, that's Preme. Hey, Preme. And they're so excited. The podcast they want me on. Preme, we have Preme here. They're so excited because I'm likable. You have to learn how to be likable. Some of you are not likable. I can sit down with some of your parents and genuinely come across so likable that by the end, they like me more than you. I'm like, this fucker Preme is so, he's so fantastic because you have to learn how to be likable. This is a skill that can be learned. As a man, you can learn your skills. Why do some of you, I don't understand. Some of you want to be able to do what you want to do. Let's say some of you are staying with your parents or some of these people. And I think that's the certain people I'm going to talk to now. Some of you are staying with your parents and you're disrespecting them. Quit disrespecting them. They're taking care of you. What the fuck? You listen to all these gurus online, making you hate your parents because they weren't as rich as them. What are you doing? These people birthed you. Quit being an idiot. These people made you. Just because they weren't rich and successful and all of this stuff, they still made you. Why are you doing that to them? You're a loser. You need to go in there, you need to look them in the face, and you need to smile and say, thank you for everything you've done. Thank you. You shouldn't look at them as something beneath you because all of the people online telling you that your parents is somehow bad because you didn't get rich. I mean, because they couldn't get rich. Like, no, they lived in a whole different story timeline that it seems like some of you fuckers can't understand. All of this information wasn't on the internet. All of these books wasn't wrote. All of this information for them to learn how to get rich wasn't accessible back then when they were kids. Dummies. So most of you are sitting here, you're mad at your parents and mad at the people in your environment when you need to think. Who made you mad at them? The people on the internet, the algorithms convinced you to hate your own family. And some of you fuckers can't even understand. What are you doing? If you truly want to win, you need to sit down and you need to genuinely think out, what do you want to do with your life? If you don't want to work a 9 to 5, if you don't want to go to college, if you don't want to live a semi-depressed life, then what is it that you want to do? You need to map this out, right? I know what I wanted to do. I know that regardless of all of the money that I made in the world, I still was going to sit on here and build a mastermind online empire. I knew that's what I wanted to do. Now, if that's something you will be interested in, you could join the free Telegram and await the wait list. T.me/Preme operations. And most of you, I will teach you a way out because I needed a way out. When I was 15, 16, if somebody came around and gave me this information that I'm here telling you right now, oh my, life would have been fantastic. I mean, you know what? I could still manage to come out fantastic, but still, life became fantastic. So you need to think about truly and tell them, what is it that you want to do? Tell your people around you, some of them is not going to adhere to it, right? But at least tell them, if you truly don't want to work a 9 to 5, if you truly don't want to go to college, you need to tell them that. And you need to tell them exactly what you will be doing every day. You need to be telling them you're going to train every day. You're going to work hard at the business. You're going to study for business. Tell them how if you study business for 4 years rather than going to college, you will be able to retire them. You'll be able to retire. And that's the truth. If you study business for 4 years, I guarantee you'll make more money studying that business and actually doing it rather than going to college for 4 years. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you. Because it can be two men. Let's say one man managed to get a good job. And let's say he make $10,000 a month. He got a good job, but he has to clock in every morning. He has to go here at every morning. Sometimes he get to work from the house, but he still have to be tangibly tied to a certain location, right? Let's say man 2, he has the same amount of money, but he lives a totally different lifestyle. His everyday life is like a vacation. He could be out in a different city. He can go get an Airbnb at this place. He could work a few hours a day, 2-3 hours a day, and boom. And it's easy, and money just appears. Now, the difference between the two is one is tied to a geographical location, right? He got a good job, but he can't truly do what he wants to. He have to call in for work. He have to take a break. I mean, I'm not saying this is wrong. Listen to me. I'm not saying this is wrong. I'm saying if that's what you want to live like, that's perfectly fine. I congratulate you. But there are some men who don't want to live like that. There's some men with a fire inside of them who know something is more to this world. There's some men who don't want to live that way. Do you understand? So if that's you, I want you to join T.me/Preme operations, and I guarantee you that I will show you something that will change the trajectory of your life, whether if you work a 9 to 5, whether if you have online business, no matter what it is, I can change the trajectory of your life. I will teach you how to make more money for free. I will teach you how to control your mind. I really hit every sphere. I'll talk about women. I'll talk about all of it, right? Because we're starting to live in a world where as a man, you have to be multifaceted. It seems like nobody wants to be multifaceted because when I looked around in my environment, I said, okay, there's certain men. Yes, he has money, but he's bad with women. Yes, he has money, but he's skinny armed. He's broke, but he's strong. He got a strong body. He's making money. He's strong. He has a strong body, but he think like a coward. He's not really good with women. And I started to gravitate and put all these pieces together and mold myself and say, you know what? I want to be a multifaceted individual. Preme is a multifaceted individual. I'm good with women. I'm good at making money. My mind is in my control. I have a strong body. I have strong brothers. I wanted to be multifaceted. You can't have money and not be good with women. You can't not be good with women and only have money. And you can't only have those both and not be a strong body. And you can't only have a strong body without having a strong mind. So it's like, I couldn't find this anywhere but myself. I couldn't find this anywhere. That's why I'm looking around. I'm like, where's the people who understand that you need to be multifaceted in every area? If that's you, I want you to join me. T.me/Preme Operations. We can work together. But because it seems like there's nobody out there but me. Is that true? If you have a fire left inside of you, you need to join now. There is no more time to waste. There's no time to wait. If you truly want to level up, if you want to dedicate yourself for a few solid months, I can guarantee your life will change. If you wake up, if you look at the Telegram, if you read the chat, if you read through, I can guarantee that your life will never be the same. You become a strong man. You start to make more money. Because money is just an amplifier. You need to be a strong man before you make the money. Do you understand? As you're making more money, you need to be a strong man. And it seems like some of you don't want to be a strong man. The strong men is getting all the women. They're the bad boys. So the bad boys like me are getting all the women and getting all the money. Even when I was broke, I could get women. So some of these people online are telling you, oh, you need to get rich to have women. I mean, that's not necessarily true. You need to be a strong man. She really just want to have fun and make sure that you can take care of her. But it seems like some of you, and not even just some of you, it seems like people, I see this often. And I'm thinking like, bro, why would this woman want you when she has to motivate you and baby you like a fucking puppy? Are you a baby? Are you a baby? She has to come and get you. Oh, it's okay, baby, that you're going through a hard time. Oh, let me get the pacifier for you in case you regurgitate on yourself. Oh, baby, it's okay. All of your problems will go away. Oh, what the? Like, when I listen to these men talk, it seems like that's the woman they want. They want a woman to come by and baby them about their problems. Like, they want to come and tell a woman their problems when they are supposed to handle the problems themselves. They need to go to their bros, right? You go to your bros and solve the problem, and then maybe come back to your woman and she'll make you feel better. Do you understand? It seems like they have it backwards. So I'm looking at this, man. I'm like, first off, you're going to your woman. You're steady asking your woman, what should you do? Oh, should I go get a job? What is it that you want me to do to make you love me? She's expecting you to know what to do. And if you don't know what to do, you need to be acting like you know what to do. She's now in her brain like, shit, this nigga don't know what to do. Are we finna get kicked out? Or what? She's panicking. She's an emotional creature. And most men are so kerfuffled. They looking like, oh, why did she leave? Bro, you made her nervous. You made her panic inside of her mind. She don't know how y'all about to live and eat. Well, she don't even know about the future. You didn't make her feel secure about the future. And another thing I want people to understand is that women will show you exactly what they will show you. If she's not texting you back, quit chasing her. If she's not texting you back, calling your phone and blowing you up, then you need to quit texting her because she doesn't care. And that's the truth. She doesn't care. If there is no mixed messages or mixed signals, you will know if a woman wants you. She'll text you back immediately or text you back. I mean, it don't have to always be immediately, right? Some things happen throughout the day. But still, she would text you back. She wouldn't send you mixed signals as to if she like you. Come on. Let's be serious. And some of you need to adopt a different type of mindset. This is why I keep saying most of you want to get rich, but it's your mind you need to fix. I keep saying this. Everybody's talking about getting rich. Everybody's talking about getting rich and making more money and doing all of this and that, but you need to fix your mind. It don't make sense. This is why I created a program. Now, I really haven't even made this program really accessible yet, but that's what I'm saying. Wait, I just want to truly see, is there any men who actually want to better themselves? And if that's you, you need to join the Telegram, because it's going to be a wait list for the program. And the program will put you through a different atmosphere and allow you to break through the atmosphere of mediocrity. Maybe perhaps you can finally get the women that you want, and the house that you want, and the car that you want, success that you want. But it all starts with your mind. But everybody wants to get rich without trying to get rich in the mind first. It doesn't make sense. So I'll see you there. Thank you for listening and watching. I appreciate it. This is a part of the Preme movement. This is a movement. This is a movement. Escaping everybody, the minds from the matrix. I'm walking through. I'm escaping minds from the matrix. I'm walking through slapping. I'm seeing all the peasants. I'm grabbing them on. I'm trying to bring up some peasants with a rope. It's like some of you are at the end of the mountain. I'm trying to pull you up. Come on. We're in it right here. Fuckers.